Here is every known mini Easter egg inside of Liberty Falls. Let's get straight into it with one of the fun ones, which is the bowling Easter egg. Yes, you can actually play bowling inside of the bowling alley. To do so, you're going to want to find 5 pairs of shoes. First one can be found in spawn inside of the gas station you spawn above. Look inside the doorway and you will see the shoes sitting on a counter. Just shoot them with a gun and they will disappear, and you have now collected 1. Next, head straight to the right of spawn near quick revive in the corner. You will look inside this door and you will see another pair of shoes on the shelf shown here. Then the third one can be found heading up to the church. Head up these stairs, then look through this door. To the right, underneath a chair, you'll see another pair of shoes. Then the fourth ones can be found in the back of the graveyard. Head over here, then you will see them in the distance hanging from a tree. Again, take them out for your 4th pair. And now the final one can be found outside of the bowling alley in this door to the left on top of what I believe to be a coffin. After you shoot the last pair of shoes, you will be teleported into your bowling minigame. You can shoot the shoes in any order, just know that the last one will always teleport you to the minigame. Inside of the bowling alley, just try to take out as many zombies as you can with the bowling ball and receive a reward at the end from Mr. Peaks. I didn't really do too good in bowling, so my rewards were mid. Hopefully you guys can get something better. Now let's get into some more of the more useful Easter eggs, such as power-ups and free points. You can find this $ symbol on top of the AC on the side of the comic book store toward the edge of the map. It's kind of hard to see, but there will be a golden object. Just shoot at it and a bonus points power-up will spawn. You might want to save this for whenever you have a double points that happens to drop, just so you can make the most of it. Now if you head over to the bowling alley, there's the pool table. Simply shoot the pool balls and all of them will fall into the holes, and you will get a free 100 points that will pop out. Now there are 4 different power-ups that you can get that are known so far, including the bonus points one. But the second one can actually be grabbed right when you spawn, and it's a max ammo. It's located on the bridge right behind you. Just like the bonus points, you'll see a golden object, in this case the max ammo. You shoot at it and the max ammo will spawn on top of you. This is actually pretty OP and can be useful when you're either running really low on ammo or want to go into the boss fight fully loaded while saving the points. The next power up can be found on top of the Alamo, and it's on the chandelier inside the window. This golden object will be a nuke, so this will be the nuclear power up. You can shoot it with a gun from on top of the roof, or if you want to do it from the inside, you can throw a grenade at the chandelier and you will get the nuke. This can be useful to use at the end of a round for extra points. The final known one can be found in the back of the church. You will see this golden skull located back here, and once you shoot it, an Insta Kill power up will spawn on top of you. Now it's a good time to get into another useful tip, and it's the vending machine near the motel stairs. This vending machine is actually kind of really OP. You can actually access it from round 1, and it will drop random loot that can range from salvage, points, kill streaks, to even perks and wonder weapons. You can also get snacks, but these aren't very useful. You can actually do this once every round. Just make sure you are crouched as I am and hitting it in this low spot near the slot where you'd reach in to actually grab something. Now if you don't want to wait for your one item every round, you can grab Melee Macchiato and head back over to the vending machine and break it open. This will give you a lot more loot at once, but of course it is now broken and you can no longer get one piece of loot every round. As you can see here, it was not working at first, and that is because I had used it the regular way where you get the single item, but once the next round started, I was able to break it open. Now if that's still not enough free loot, you're going to want an explosive such as a grenade or a contact grenade. And then you will head over to the church, and at the top you will notice a zombie head. Throw a grenade to the zombie head and a bunch of zombies will begin to rain from the sky. On impact they will die and drop various loot. Here I got some points, kill streaks, and more. I'm not sure how good the loot can be, but who doesn't want free stuff? But hang on, there's more. You guys might know about this one already, but as you were playing, you likely came across a loot key and wondered where you should use it. Well, there is a vault located in the Alamo, and you can actually go inside and use your loot key. To get inside, you have to find the code. The code can be found through 3 different post-it notes. You will enter them in the order that I am showing you. The first one can be found right outside of the vault on the counter here. So I know my first 2 digits will be 47. The next part of my code can be found in the comic book store inside of these shelves. And here you can see the second part of my code is 28. Then the final part of the code can be found inside of the bowling alley. Just shoot this beer bucket on the counter and then the final part will show. Here I got 53, so now that I have it written down, I will go back to the vault and begin to enter the code. If you can access the in-game chat by pressing enter, make sure to type in your code there, just so you can have it noted just in case you forget. I did notice that the zombie I had saved had actually stopped chasing me while I was entering the code. This might be just for solo, so make sure to still have your friends protect you just in case. You can now head inside of the vault, find free points on the floor, and use your key to open one of the safe deposits. The tier of the loot will depend on the tier of the key you found. Now let's get back to some of the fun stuff. You can actually make zombies dance for some time. They will be distracted and head to the top of the bus and literally just start dancing. To do this, head over to the right side of the spawn near one of the ether clouds, and then head over to one of the two viewfinders, spend 50 points to look into it, and then look up to the right and you'll notice a zombie just vibing. Stare at it for a second, then you'll get out and head to the other viewfinder. Find the zombie again to the right and then stare at it for a few seconds, and then it'll just start going crazy with dance moves. When you get out of it this time, all the zombies will stop chasing you and will go to the top of the bus. This can actually be pretty useful to buy yourself some time during Easter egg steps, or to give you time to do this next mini Easter egg that gives you a free Deadshot Daquiri. To get a free Deadshot Daquiri, you'll want some sort of semi-rifle or a sniper, and preferably with a good scope. I just bought the LR762 located above Speed Cola. You want at least 5 shots per mag, which this has the exact amount, which is perfect. You might actually want to get Speed Cola if possible to help. But what you want to do is head back to the graveyard near the church. Then in the back right, you will see these 5 cans set up. You want to shoot each one of them down in consecutive shots. I believe it is timed, so try not to take too long in between shots. And if you miss one, I do believe it is always a fail. I kind of took my time to make sure I didn't miss, but I'm not sure if I was close to taking too long. The first time I did try it, a zombie did hit me, which caused me to miss a shot. So this might be a good time to do that dancing zombie Easter egg, or just buy decoys and throw them to give yourself some time, as I did here. Now there is a way to play a secret song, just like most zombie maps. And for this one, you want to look for 3 of Mr. Peak's headphones. First one can be found heading to the bowling alley from spawn. Right here across the crafting table on the floor, hold square to interact with it and it will make a noise. The next one can be found right up these stairs here near the Alamo underneath this bench. And finally, the third one can be found to the left inside of the church on these benches as you see here. Once you interact with the third one, the song will begin to play, assuming you didn't mute the Call of Duty music in settings. Now for another potentially very useful Easter egg, you can use the Mangler cannon to blast open Mr. Peak's car, and when done so, we'll drop some loot. Okay, so to find Mr. Peak's vehicle, it will be this black one with the yellow outline. Well, there are actually 3 of these cars and he will only be found in one of them. To see if he's in the car, just look inside the car window and you will see him in the back seat. One of the cars is located near the front of the church. Another one can be found near the crafting table next to the tool shed, also not far from the church if you see the route that I took. And then the last one can be found right outside the comic book store as you see here. This loot, like the vending machine, can be something like a wonder weapon. I did get a ray gun from it once, but of course I wasn't recording. I swear guys, I'm not lying. Leave a like if you believe me. Also, while you are down there, make sure to subscribe for more cool Easter egg videos like this, as well as main quest guides. Appreciate it. Now back to the video. Now just another tip for Mr. Peak's car. You don't actually need the Mangler cannon itself. You can trick a Mangler into shooting it, or if you have mutant injection, you can use the Mangler cannon through that to blast the car open. Now this is for those of you who might want some help with the main quest boss fight. There are 2 candle sets in the church that you can light and will light the rest of the floor on fire. To light them on fire, all you need is the Napalm Burst ammo mod. Once equipped, head to the back of the church and shoot these 2 sets you see here. Again, you probably want to save this for completing the Easter egg boss fight. It does do damage to you, but as you can see here, it's very minuscule. Now for the final mini Easter egg, you can become Aetherella, aka the trap located inside of the comic book store. To do this, you will need the jet gun, and you want to find 9 Aetherella action figures and use the jet gun to consume them. The first 4 are located on basically 4 sides of the comic book store, as you see me showing here. The 5th one is located at the motel sign at spawn. Again, just use the jet gun to absorb it. The next one can be found on the Liberty Lane sign. Get on top of the bus and aim around here. This one is a bit hard to see, but just believe. The second one can be found on the little roof on the Alamo. You have to open this drop, then look across to the other roof, and you can see it behind this thing. The 8th one can be found on the AC in front of the ether trap near Speed Cola. And then finally, the 9th one can be found on the church window as you see here. Know that you can do these in any order, and that when you complete the last one, you will instantly turn into Aetherella. This works sort of like the mutant injection, where you're basically invincible, but in this case for around 2 minutes. You don't really need to do much, but let Aetherella take out zombies just by looking in their direction. If you need help crafting the jet gun for free, I have that guide here. I didn't include it in this video because I figured most of you guys knew this one already, and I already have 2 videos on it. But hope you guys found this video useful, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, love ya, see ya.